Refreshing, isn't it? But in 2022, what will this be like? We are not unduly worried. Have a look at these figures.
That was definitely scary. If 2008 can be like this, 2022 should be beyond our wildest imaginations. Unless we start acting now. Let's begin by having a look at the various parameters to be considered when one designs a mass transport system for the future.
Broadly, we need to ensure accessibility, quality, and utilization. Now let's look at them in order. Accessibility refers to 6 sub-parameters: optimization of travel time, proximity to the sources and destinations of commuters, optimal duration of operation, mode interconnectivity, which refers to the ease with which commuters can shuttle between different modes of transport, special needs access, which relates to the needs of children or the disabled, and affordability, which in India would be one of the most important parameters determining the success of a public transport system. Quality also refers to 6 sub-parameters: reliability of service, safety and security, comfort, payment convenience, information services, and vehicle emissions. Finally, utilization. This can be analyzed based on 2 factors: total utilization, which is the total service provided relative to the size of the population within the service area, and mode share, which is the total number of journeys on one mode expressed as a percentage of the total number of public transport journeys made.
Having seen all that, now let's start dreaming of 2022. What will things be like?
Broad roads? Well, that's a whole lot like buying bigger pants because you're getting fat when you should actually be trying to lose weight and get in shape.
Since we like complicating stuff, we have found 2 factors to look at in this also. Number 1, and the more obvious one, is the implementation of futuristic mass transit systems.
Solar-powered buses. These would sure help the cause of energy security. Monorails or sky buses. The best thing about them is that they need very little space, and that too at an elevated level. This would thus be a great system to implement in cities like Chennai and Bangalore with their dense concentration of buildings. Water buses or water taxis are heavily underutilized forms of transport in our cities, despite the presence of water bodies cutting across them. Cases at hand: Kolkata, Delhi, and Chennai. While it is true that the water bodies in these cities have become dumping spaces for rubbish over time, now is the time to begin recovering them in time for 2022. Next in our lineup of suggestions is the Travelator, which is a motorized conveyor belt that runs horizontally. It can be used for last mile connectivity, thus eliminating the use of motor vehicles for the task. Imagine going from Commercial Street to Brigade Road on a Travelator.
Now we come to the best of our suggestions, the most sustainable form of transport for the future. Not flying cars, not swimming jeeps. It is the bicycle, the most sustainable form of transport for the future. Economical, environment friendly, and parking lot friendly as well. Travelators and bicycles can be extremely useful if intermodal hubs are set up all over the city, like at Majestic today. The boarding stations of different modes of transport should be located together in the same place so that people can shuttle between them. So you would be able to go from your office to the hub nearest to your house by, say, monorail, and from there you can cycle or slide your way home. Can you hear me? That was the first part of our recommendations. The second is about looking at modern ways of planning cities. Experts opine that the point of immediate concern is the spread of city sprawl. As cities grow bigger, people are forced to travel longer distances to meet their basic needs. Now this ought to give rise to thoughts of new urbanism, where people live together in integrated communities which obviate the need for traveling long distances for basic stuff. Thinking along this direction, our people have come up with extremely interesting thoughts like the Bionic Tower, which is a vertical city which will make it possible to live an entire life within a single building, and The walking city straight out of science fiction.
Well, these were our 2 cents on local public transport for 2022. Thinking along these lines would definitely eliminate our primary fears. Life at 2022 can still be as endearing as it is now.